When we walked in, wild.
Boom.
I wasn't sort of aware of how that was all gonna play out. I just didn't have that picture in my mind. That felt very humbling. I'm not worthy to have that sort of reception.
And it's a huge juxtaposition for where the season ends up. I think it really does paint that picture of what this season is going to be.
With filming the Passover and the Last Supper, how has that changed your life and personally, but also as your characters?
Yeah, can I just say from a personal aspect, I learned so much about what Passover is all about, and actually something that I've kind of forgotten about is we all a few of us sat down for a Passover meal and learned how everything happens, and these are the types of details that this show excels at. It's the historical drama aspect of it, putting you in that world that you kind of forget when you may listen to this. Like, I grew up Greek Orthodox, and hearing about the Last Supper, I was not thinking about what was on the table. Not that that's the most important thing, but when you do want to paint the picture, pardon the pun with our lovely painting, when you want to paint that picture, when you are in that world and you can paint that world, you can understand what's happening in real time. So for me, we had a rabbi come and teach us how it all goes.
Jason Sobel, yeah.
Yes. It was it taught me so much about that, and as an actor, it was fascinating, and as a character, it made me feel like I had done this before. You know.
Very cool.
It was a really surreal and special time filming that, because we filmed it for 6 days in a row. And actually, on our side of the table once, we had to come back to get our coverage at like 3 a.m. So we were constantly kind of interweaving all of this Last Supper stuff, and it was amazing. First of all, just for me, like, we celebrate Passover every year, so it was fun to kind of bring that part of our home life onto the screen. But
what was the thing that you knew that you hide something?
Oh, well, the matzah, and I was like, that's my favorite part. But no, it just like, it was so surreal. It felt like time stood still, because it truly did. And you'd come in every day and go, here we go again. And you want to do honor by this moment in time. You want to really try to bring to life what would it be like to sit at this table and hear these words, and it's quite challenging.
I think the whole week is indicative of this excitement. Imagine that there's 1 week of the year that the entire country flocks into one place. The air is tense, it's palpable, and I think that's what I think it really does give breath to everything that is happening. This kind of tension of something is about to happen from the time we step in, from the first scene of the first episode. Throughout this season, I think you can feel this tension, as it would have been historically, as it would have been in a week like that. It's not for nothing that things happen in that week. That's the week where everything is, we're under occupation, for so many years. And everybody is in one spot. It's tense for the people that are controlling that. For the Romans, it's tense because everybody's coming and gushing into one place. And so this kind of tension in the air that can be felt from the room that we are having the meal or outside, I think, is what carries throughout this season. Just gives breath to this entire season.
What are some of your favorite moments that were part of filming for this season?
Honestly, the Triumphal entry.
Yeah, the entry
when we walked
really
in, wild.
Boom.
600 people chanting, sharing their love.
Yeah.
I wasn't sort of aware of how that was all going to play out. I just didn't have that picture in my mind. But they were, dropping clothing, wardrobe pieces on the floor for us to walk on. That felt very humbling. It felt like I'm not worthy to have that sort of reception. So that was really just loving
just being
emotional
in the same
experience.
Space with people who are that excited.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is like just an inspiring.
Definitely.
And it's a huge juxtaposition for where the season ends up. I think it really does paint that picture of what this season is going to be. It is the juxtaposition of the joy at the beginning compared to what we know is going to happen at the end.
Yeah. This is going to be a great season. I can't wait for everybody to see it. And you guys do such a great job portraying the disciples. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Very
Thanks
much.
so much,
We're
man.
just as excited, really.
Yeah.